the thing that I fear most is actually going to happen. NIO Day just happened and they announced the ET5 and it's so damn awesome. But it's actually bad for NIO Stoc. Let me explain. They screwed up on several aspects. So first, a quick recap of NIO Day. Minus the boring stuff, most important things. In 2022, they're going to be in Germany, Denmark, Holland, and a few other European countries. And by the end of 2025, they're aiming to be in 25 different countries. That's pretty amazing. And then the ET5. Man, this car is so good. It's so good. Let me explain everything that it comes with. Now, we'll get to price in a bit, but let's talk about some of the most important features. First of all, it does have LiDAR. It has the exact same LiDAR setup as the ET7, and it will have the same processors as the ET7, Atom, Aquila setup at 1,000 tops. Now, it is a little bit smaller than the ET7. It features the shark nose, and this looks more refined. The taillights, they call it Illumi Blade. Awesome. Some of the key specs: up to 1,000 kilometers of range, 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. And what's really amazing is that NIO actually invented their own 4-piston brakes, and that stops the car from 100 to 0 in 33.9 meters. Soft closing doors. It features 9 body colors and 6 different interior colors. The car features dual motors, 150 in the front, 210 in the back. It has a super low center of gravity, giving it a rollover resistance rating that's even higher than 5 stars. You're thinking, what's the catch, Mr. P? What's the catch? Well, instead of a full aluminum frame body, it has a hybrid steel aluminum frame body. It still achieves amazing torsional stiffness. We got 5-link suspension, steering gear in front of the shaft, so that's supposed to give you better handling. Got 8 different driving modes. The cameras on the rear view mirrors, they're 360 cameras, and that will feature Guardian mode, which is basically Tesla's Sentry mode. So the interior uses clean plus composite materials. This is cheaper to environmentally friendly and also looks good. Most impressive, the 7.1 surround sound speaker system is standard on all ET5s, and the interior lighting system is just amped up by like 10 magnitudes. What's also really cool is that they also announced AR and VR glasses, and those AR glasses will actually allow you to watch movies inside the car. William Li actually said there's actually no need for extra displays, so that's obviously taking a jab at Li Auto and those cars that have a lot of displays. So that's something really interesting to look at. And they also announced VR glasses so that other people, your friends, can actually experience what it's like for you to drive your NIO, attending NIO Day in person in the future. VR glasses. Now, obviously, what's most insane about this car is the pricing. The pricing is so crazy, my friend. For the standard range battery, right, if you buy the car with the battery, it's 328,000 RMB. And for the 100 kilowatt hour battery, if you buy the car with the battery, it's 386,000 RMB. If you choose to rent the battery and go with BAS, both of them actually only cost 258,000 RMB. 258,000 RMB. That is really, really cheap, my friend. I mean, for NIO, it's really, really cheap. And here's where the problem kicks in. This price of that with BAS is almost half the price of a ET7. And these cars look almost the same. You see, it's not like the night and day difference between a Model S and a Model 3. They share a lot of the same design elements. The only reason you buy the ET7 is if you want the extra faster acceleration speed, 3.9 seconds instead of 4.3. I mean, that's not even a big difference. And then the interior, right? The ET7 has Karun wood, more beautiful. It's a beautiful interior, minimalistic nonetheless. Suspension system in the ET7 which can make up to 1,000 micro adjustments per second. Other than that, right, everything else is pretty much the same. They all have the same LiDAR sensor. They even have similar wheels. They look similar. And frankly, the ET5 actually has better weight distribution. It's 50-50, so the steering and handling will actually be better. In my opinion, it looks more refined than the ET7. So then you gotta ask your question, why would someone pay $500,000 for the ET7 when they can buy the ET5 for about $300,000? You can save 200,000 RMB by going with the ET5. The ET5 is too good. And what I feared most was that a lot of people will actually cancel and refund the ET7 order for the ET5 because there's no reason to spend that much money. Another thing that I forgot to mention, I guess there's a catch to this, is that the ET5 only has 10-year unlimited warranty, whereas the ET7 has lifetime unlimited warranty. But most people don't care about that, man. 10 years is a long time. So NIO actually shot themselves on the foot with this one. They made the ET5 way too good. And I guess the only other reason you buy the ET7 instead of the ET5 is if you can't wait until September, because that's when they're going to be delivering ET5s, and they'll be delivering ET7s at the end of March. So we'll actually won't start seeing the boost in delivery numbers until April, unfortunately. And this is the other part that's really screwed up, that I feel like NIO made a mistake, is that when I bought my NIO and everybody else bought their NIO, the way it works is that first you place a small deposit, like 2,000 RMB. This is just your I'm interested kind of deposit. And then you place a 20,000 RMB commitment deposit. And what that does is once you place that order in, $20,000, it can't be refunded. Order gets sent to the factory for it to get produced. And then you can take delivery once it's ready and you pay the rest. NIO has cut off the step. They cut off the step, 20,000 RMB commitment deposit. What NIO should have done is they should have made it so that before they announced the ET5, they made the people that ordered the ET7 place the sort of a commitment deposit so that they lock in the orders so that they don't flake when the ET5 comes out, which I can guarantee you a lot of people are going to flake on the ET7. They should have locked it in so that these ET7 guys can't refund, and they're committed and they have to go through with it unless they want to lose that commitment deposit. And because the ET5 is so good, this does mean that the ET7 orders will actually be less. We won't see a revenue surge until Q4 of 2022. But on the flip side, the ET5 is going to be everybody's dream car. Because at the end of the day, a vehicle is still a liability, and you want to get the best value you can. Right now, the ET5 looks to offer so much more value than the ET7. What is your opinion about the ET5? Do you guys like it? Would you guys buy it? Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Peace out.